Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel, my students. Before watching my video, make sure that you have pressed the bell icon and subscribe to my channel Nida's Literature. In today's video, we are going to discuss about that how to acquire communicative competence through listening, how to increase your listening ability and at the same time to communicate and communication abilities. So let's start the topic. I am going to discuss with you about this according to the environmentalist approach. So first of all, this is the brief history of environmentalist approach. Up to the end of 1960s, the status of listening comprehension couldn't gain any kind of fame because according to psychologists, behaviorists and linguists, it is considered that it is a passive process and it's not an active process, and that's why a person is not able to learn anything from the environment, and listening is a useless thing. But this assumption, listening within the environmentalist approach, was stemmed from the behaviorist, the environmentalist approach. They said that it is a mechanical process. Listening is basically a mechanical process. According to the behaviorism approach, according to psychologists, it was considered, the environmentalist approach said that you learn anything from the environment through the stimulus response chain. But in listening case, stimulus is something that you hear the L2 spoken words, and response that involves organizing those words. Stimulus that you gain from the environment in the form of listening the second language words, and by imitating and speaking those words, imitating and speaking those words, as a result you are going to produce something in the environment. That's why it is totally related with the environmentalist approach. So listening can be related with is the same as the environmentalist approach. So listener's main role is basically to discriminate the sounds and recognize those sounds. It is totally related with the elements, the basic elements. It starts from the beginning, and when you listen something, you focus on the words, the imitation, the sounds and pronunciations of those words automatically. Apart from learning how to discriminate, little importance was granted to listening under this view. It is said that not only the stimulus chain response is important, because it is totally related with the environmentalist approach. Basically, repeating, imitating and memorizing enhances the listening comprehension. That's why it takes place. Repeating, imitating and memorizing are the three main important tools, you can say that. Now moving towards the next point, which is the audiolingual teaching methodology. The listening, memorizing and imitating gave rise to this methodology. According to psychologists, they said that listening by engaging, they proposed some methods. Listening by engaging learners. Series of exercises were involved, which includes pronunciation drills, memorization and imitation of dialogues. So oral drills was helped to improve their hearing habits. Oral is a homophone. This means that to pronounce something, and this oral means to memorize something. So to pronounce and memorize, it is totally related with the listening methodology, to learn something through the listening methodology. It is basically a linguistic aspect. Listening according to the environment, if listening from the environment is the linguistic aspect, because you learn something from the environment by hearing those words and by focusing on the elements of those sentences instead, and after this you combine those sentences. That's why it is the linguistic aspect. It is purely based on the linguistic aspect, in which the learners were taught to listen single words and short phrases. It means you broke those words into bits and pieces in your mind, and you imitate those words, and then you memorize those words. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.